Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. So, our girl Blac Chyna, she has gotten engaged, but guys, wait with the congratulations. We're happy for her, but don't congratulate her as yet because we know China and she may very well beat this man down. You may look at her and say you see, this is the thing. You see, when you see someone petite, tiny, small, short people, you gotta be very, like, this feels so hypocritical, but because I'm short, okay? I'm tiny, okay? No, I'm just saying. Did you see Blac Chyna's ex-boyfriend? Chyna beat that man to a pulp, okay? So I'm not just saying that, don't congratulate her as yet. I'm happy for her. Make no mistakes. But the thing is, with Chyna, every time that it seems as though it's about to get good for her, that's when things get really, really bad. And as such, I'm scared. I mean, this guy may be genuinely a nice person who wants to love her and care for her, just like Rob wanted to. We know Rob would give her diamonds and everything, and we thought that would have worked. But if you guys can remember, we often, and I'm not attacking China, so don't get it wrong. I know that people may say, oh, you're attacking. No, I'm not attacking China. Don't get it wrong, right? My point is this. We've seen China, and every time we see her and we think that, finally things are going to be balanced for her, she's going to settle down with this one. This is a real one. Things just go really bad. We hear that she's beating up these men consistently. And I kid you not, it's not as though I'm making this up that she's beating up these men. If you guys haven't seen those photographs of her ex-boyfriend, it would be really, really good for you to see those photographs of Chyna. That man was beaten to a pulp, and I mean real seriously. He has filed a lawsuit against her. The last time I checked, I don't know if anything regarding that has changed so far. But I'm just saying I'm really scared because every time things looks good, it seems as though things are about to be just perfect as it can be. We hear that China is beating up these men. Like, come on. No. He proposed to her at an event that they were having at Howard University. I think it's called Yard Fest. Chyna took to Instagram to say, he went down on his knees. Yes, I saw the clip. He went down on his knees and he proposed to her. And, their friends were congratulating them via Instagram. And that is good for the most part. No, as I said, he proposed at the Yard Fest event on the grounds of Howard University. But let's see, because we know that Blac Chyna's mom is hardly ever happy for her daughter. Like, it's really surprising. I can never understand how she consistently throws her daughter under the bus and on social media at that. It's not as though, because nothing is perfect, and when it comes to mother-daughter relationship, it can be either really, really good, like so good, so perfect, or it can be like, a little bit of, struggle there. And oftentimes, we would see where it is the daughter. But for some reason, let me crack this. So let me open not too much. Okay. So, as I was saying, but for some reason in this case, it is the mom. Like if Chyna gets an amazing deal, if she's going to a red carpet event, and if Tokyo Tony is not a part of that, she comes on social media and she attacks her daughter. But I have to give Chyna grace in this because what I've observed is that Blac Chyna consistently, forgives her mom and she shows her love. And you can see that Chyna understands her mom, in the way that no one else does. So I think that's really, really admirable of Chyna because normally whenever the relationship is that toxic from the mom end, you would see the daughter, just doing her thing and just cutting off the mom. But it says so Chyna knows that, listen, she's my mom, she's venting and what she's saying, Even though it may sound serious, even though it may sound a bit severe, it's not that serious. So I've always seen Chyna being quick to love her mom, even when she says, you know what, I'm just going to give this woman a break because she's just a bit too much. I've always seen her just, loving on her mom. Anyway, for the first time, Tokyo Tony she was in attendance for the exciting moment. So it seems as though the guy, Howard, gave her the heads up. Maybe he was even a gentleman, Sometimes people may say, well, he's not shaved and he's not perfectly groomed and all of that, because people really do judge by appearance. So chances are, because he's not perfectly groomed, to match societal norms and expectation, they may say, oh, I can't see him asking Chyna's mom for, her hand in marriage. But I do believe that this is what happened. The mere fact that Tokyo Tony was there, I believe that he went to her and was like, hey, I think I want to marry Chyna, and I want you to be there and all of that. So, Tokyo Tony, I think this guy also figures out, who Tokyo Tony is, because once Tokyo Tony is being included, she has no problems, absolutely no problem with anything whatsoever. But if you leave her out of the equation, then that's when she gets mad, she gets upset, and then she goes off on her daughter. So I'm saying, seems as though Howard is aware of this, and Howard is like, you know what? Tokyo Tony has to be a part of this, because if she's not, she's going to go wilding on the internet. We know that she loves to do that. We know that she has done it far too many times before to not do it again. So, they're saying, Tokyo Tony, she was there in attendance for the exciting moment. Chyna and Derrick went official with their relationship in September of 2023. However, the pair actually first linked up several months prior. So it seems as though she did something. I for some reason, I thought his name was Howard. Howard, that is, not Howard, but Howard, because I was looking at the tags on Instagram and all of that. But TMZ has him as Derrick, or maybe his friends refers to him as Howard, or Howard, that is, Howard. So let me go back and double check on the, oh, I made an error. It was Howard University Yard Fest that they were tagging, and not the guy. So I made a mistake with that. Don't come for me, okay? Because if you guys do, we're gonna have it out in the comment section. Don't come for me, okay? No. Let's get back to, as I was saying about, so his name is Derrick. They're saying they went official in September of 2023, but the pair actually linked up several months prior to that. So it's given the sense that Blac Chyna really took her time with this one. It's as though she's saying, you know what? I've been through the water so many times. I've got to be sure. So guys, as I was saying, it seems as though Chyna really took her time with this one. I'm just hoping that she really doesn't beat this man to a pulp. And I'm not hating on Chyna. I don't want anyone to think that I'm hating on this girl or anything like that. No. We've seen it firsthand. And again, listen, her ex-boyfriend is suing her, right? And he shared photographs of what Chyna did to him. And when I tell you that, if you look at that man's face, you would think that he had passed from all those beatings that Chyna gave to him in his sleep. And Chyna did the same to Rob. So I'm not saying that, Chyna is not deserving. I'm just saying that I want to see her holding on to something. I want to see her not just engage. I don't want to see her just getting into relationships for the sake of getting into relationships, right? The light is washing me out because it's about to rain. So I have my roof light on, my windows open, a light on to the side, because if I close this, it gets, it's perfect. So I can close it. Good. So, I was explaining my lighting. If I look washed out, it's just the lighting. So as I was saying, We don't want to see China just, getting in relationships for the sake of getting in relationships. We don't want to see her just getting engaged and, a woman comes into her home like what Kylie did and then walk out with her fiance. We don't want to see a reoccurrence of that. We don't want to see a reoccurrence of her getting into a fight with her fiance because she was engaged to Rob. They would often fight. We don't want to see that for China. We want to see China steady, stable. She has opened a salon and I believe it's doing really, really good. It's her passion. It's doing really, really good. She has her I think lipstick line. It looks really good. The packaging is just impeccable. And she has been marketing and pushing her product. And I love that for her. But when it comes to relationship, she's not cemented in that field. And to be fair to her, sometimes it's really, I do understand that she has a anger issue. But if you look really from an honest perspective, whenever there are outside factors like when she was with Rob, the family was involved. I believe that affected their relationship a lot because she was pulling one way. Rob was pulling the other way. You had Kris Jenner pulling her way. You had Kim, Courtney, Kendall, Kylie, who were telling, Kris what to do. Kim was saying, don't do that and all of that. So I'm just saying, there were outside factors in that, but she also played her hand in it. And, when you really like someone, you have to be fair. You have to be honest. So I'm just saying, there are times when things didn't work. There were outside contributing factors, but no, her mom is on board. I pray there's no outside contributing factors to, this relationship. I do hope that she makes it down the aisle, past making it down the aisle into what they call a fairy tale happily ever after. She definitely deserves that. But again, I do hope that she really doesn't beat this man to a pulp. I've seen it. If you guys haven't seen those photographs, you need to go check them out because when I tell you that, Chyna did a number on that man. She did a number on that man. And for someone that's so tiny, so petite, like, how did she do that? But small people, short, tiny, petite people, they're like that. It's as though they make up for their height. Like, I feel so hypocritical saying this because I'm one of them. But I'm not that aggressive kind of person. If you get me on the wrong side, that's a different thing. But I'm not that kind of person where if something goes bad in a relationship, I'm going to want to beat up the guy or, anything like that. I'm just saying, if you've seen the photographs of that guy, it was just really horrific to see that and to have the memory of her, getting so angry and vile on Rob. I do hope she works on that so that she can actually cement something for herself. I do hope that she cements this and just make it work, providing that the guy is a decent human being. So far we're seeing because he did the entire thing going down on the knee and all of that. So just hope that the guy is really a decent human being and they can actually make things work. Okay. No, that's it. That's all I have to share with you guys. I don't always show my face on here because sometimes it is like so hot. It's so hot in Jamaica. Like even when you have the fan on, you have to have like the AC on. And there's some days when it's just too much. And in Jamaica, I'm going to tell you guys this. In Jamaica, when I show like people overseas in America, my utility bill, they say I have a mansion and it's ridiculous. Utility bills here, it's so ridiculous. You wouldn't believe it. So I'm just saying that you don't always see my face on here because sometimes it is so hot, but we're in the fall. It's getting cooler. So who knows? You may see my face more often. May see my face because sometimes I just want to record without coming on camera, looking camera perfect. Sometimes I just love to lounge, my lounge wear. I love lounging. I love comfort. That's just me. But anyway, guys, enough of me. What about you? What are your thoughts on Chyna? And I want to know, What's your utility bill like? And what state are you in? What country are you in? Because if I tell you guys what my utility bill looks like, you're going to call me a liar, and I don't want anyone to do that. But I may tell you guys in the next video. So stay tuned, subscribe, language switching, switch off, Patois, English, whatever. So subscribe, turn on your notification bell, thumbs up, leave a comment. It is free. I appreciate you guys for your support, and see you all in my next video.